Hey everybody, welcome to Open the Gates. I'm your host Matt Burke, and tonight we're going to be having on Hojo. He's going to be talking about his book, The Mythicals Part 2. So if you guys give a warm welcome to Hojo, that would be phenomenal. What up, Hojo?
What's up, man? Good to see you again.
Yeah, man, it's been a while, man, like almost a year or so,
Feels like forever ago,
right?
man.
It feels like a while ago, huh?
Yeah.
It's your second campaign you've gone through. Um, Yeah, man. This is like our 45th episode, and you were in like some of the first couple ones that I did. So
Oh,
it's
right on.
it's been a while, man. So it's pretty cool to see you back. You know what I mean? And all the
Yeah.
success that you've had over the year for the first book, man. It was really cool to see you go through that. You know?
It's been pretty phenomenal, really.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean, a lot of
yeah.
support, a lot of good wishes, a lot of encouragement. Not many haters, but what are you gonna do? Um, but it was fun, the whole thing, start to finish, and even packing up the boxes. That was cool. Dropping them off at the post office.
Pretty cool process, huh? Like just learning how
Yeah.
to do all that stuff, doing it
Yeah,
all by
man.
yourself. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. How's everything else been, man? How's the weather out there?
We skipped fall and went straight to winter. I know
Oh wow.
yeah. I don't want to ask how your weather is. I'm gonna be jealous.
It's still summer out here, dude, pretty much, like, for
Yeah,
the most part, but
yeah.
there's spiders and tons of mosquitoes, like, and they just
Mm,
bite me up. Mm. How's the beer going along right now, man? You been brewing up some brews?
yeah, I'm
Some brew
actually
sheets going?
tapping one pretty soon. Yeah, it's like a
Yeah.
white IPA I made.
Ooh, damn, that
Yeah,
sounds delicious, man.
yeah. I used a bunch of spices and shit like that. Dried my own orange peel. It was pretty ridiculous. Yeah,
Damn, that sounds off the chain.
yeah.
Too bad you should send me one.
I know.
I'd love
Yeah,
to
might
I'd love
talk
to pound
offline
some,
about that.
right? That's awesome. You ever think about making like a Mythicals brew?
It'd be cool, like to get like a contest, like with a bunch of artists, like to do labels or something. Get someone
Yeah.
to design a beer label, and the winner, like we'll see what we can do.
And maybe like kind of dictate, like maybe one could be like kind of based off of like a character in there or
Oh
something, like
yeah.
maybe one's more like kind of like a red ale,
Yep, yeah.
you know
Because
what I
I could
mean?
do
Like
like
it's going after,
I could do a black IPA, and that, excuse me, like the bad guy, that could be
yep.
his.
Yeah, and then you got the vampire, so you could be like a blood ale, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
You
Yeah,
got the wolf could be like a brown ale,
yep,
um, or a brown blonde. Uh,
yeah,
you're, yeah, man, really digging the new campaign too. I'd like to get in that pretty soon, man. We'll talk about that.
yeah,
Um,
man.
have you have you been have you seen any new movies lately, man? Anything new come out that you watched?
Man, I got two small kids. I don't get to see anything new. I just watched the new Batman that they did with Pattinson, and then I watched the Flash movie.
Oh, okay. So I haven't seen The Flash. What did you think of that?
I didn't think
Nah.
much of it, dude. It was cool to see Michael Keaton suit up again.
Yeah, that's what I
That's about
thought.
all I can tell you. And like the cameos and the Easter eggs, but it was like bad. It was like bad video game CGI. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey,
It's
what's up,
crazy.
man? What's up, Past Master?
What's up,
I got a
PMD?
mod him up. The I've seen some really cool fight sequences with Michael Keaton
Yeah.
online, where he's taking out that giant from the Smallville fight scene from Man of Steel.
Hmm.
That looked pretty dope. I don't know, but I mean, as far as like the Pattinson Batman movie, what did you think of that?
I liked everything, but like the Riddler portrayal, that was a little bit. It felt off. Like
It did, right?
it just it just didn't work for me. You know. I wasn't, I don't want to be like Frank Gorshin in like the '60s and him be all zany, but they had some of the principles right. They should have had the Riddler from like the Arkham games.
100%, right?
That would have worked. They could have fit that in
It
there
would have
because they even had that thing where
perfect.
he had that shit on his head. I was like, dude, that looked like something from Arkham Asylum.
Yeah, and he was totally like kind of like Jigsaw a little bit, but not completely like Jigsaw. You know what I mean? But he had the booby
Yeah,
traps and stuff like that.
yeah.
Um, like I was I was talking about I talk about this with a lot of people, but if you watch a lot of the James Wan movies, they're like dark villain. They're like Batman villain movies. So if you watch *Malignant*, it's a fucking Batman movie. Jigsaw's like, that's another Batman villain. The Collector, that's another Batman villain. Like they're all.
Yep.
So he'd be perfect for that. But I think the way that the video games they handled that, man, that was just really solid, dude. That's like the best way to do it.
Because I remember before that came out, Affleck was working on something that was akin to Arkham Asylum.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
where
Totally,
he
dude.
was like he had to like work his way up or something like that. But I don't know.
He
I
had to
think
work his way up.
the Penguin was awesome.
Oh yeah, dude. He was like a mainstay. I guess he's got his
He
own
was the
TV
star
show
of the show,
now.
man.
What'd you think of
Yeah.
Joker?
Yeah, that was a cool cameo at the end. Like, I would be interested to see how they would do it, but I don't know if it's gonna happen.
Did you see the deleted scene, the 5-minute deleted scene?
Uh-uh.
There's a 5-minute deleted scene if you do you have HBO Max?
My in-laws do.
Oh, okay. Well, it's on there, and I think it's on the DVD. But there's a whole 5-minute scene, kind of like where he's interviewing the Joker, so you get to see everything about him. And with this Joker, he's born with this flesh-eating disease that kind of eats away at his face. So that's why he has the big smile in his head. It's like chunks of skull eating away at it.
Oh, wow.
Hey, Alfonso, how you doing?
Hey.
Oh yeah, for sure. Mod it up, Past Master. You guys drop your links in there. Yeah, feel free to drop them in there. But yeah, I mean, I dug the movie. I just think that it was a little too long. I think they could have saved an hour out of there. I think that
Some of the Carmine Falcone stuff, like, I mean, it was a little redundant.
a little redundant.
Like I
And
knew right
then
away he was the rat.
Yeah, right. It's like Ratito.
Like I figured it out. I'm like, how's Batman not figured this out?
That's another thing too.
Okay.
He's kind of like, all right, he's you're 1.5. All right, he's not the world's greatest guy right now or whatever. I think that
he's the neighborhood's best detective, not the world.
Yeah, he's your friendly neighborhood detective.
Yeah. But and some of the stuff, like, why are they shooting him? He doesn't have body armor like that. He can't take like all those assault rifles. How come they never hit him in the face? But
I know, dude's got that big old jaw. Just give one in the.
I mean, I could suspend the disbelief for that. The Catwoman thing, that wasn't bad.
Yeah, I liked the movie. I went and seen it, in the theater by myself. I liked, there's a lot of things I liked about it. I liked the gothic.
His fight scenes were legit.
They were legit. And I was about to bring that up too. That was one of the things. I think that they should have edited the fight scenes out, spread them out a little more, because most of the dope ass fight scenes are in the first part of the movie. So you get the Joker fight, or the Mime Street gang, joke, whatever you want to call it, that gang. You get that, that's my, then you get the Penguin Iceberg Lounge gang fight scene. Then you get the Riddler gang fight scene at the end. And I think they should have just kind of spread that out a little bit. And but the gags that he had during the fights were cool. Like where you shoot him with the two guns, he does a backflip off the thing at the end.
Yeah.
There's a lot of cool gags in the fights. Where he's fighting in the Iceberg Lounge, the shit was hard as fuck. He shoots that dude like a sharpshooter, and he pounds that dude's face into the ground in the beginning, and he breaks his arm in like one spot with the machete. That was pretty dope.
Oh man,
that sold me on him. I was like, okay, because you're coming out of the warehouse scene for Batman versus Superman. It's like, what are we gonna do from there? Like it's kind of hard to like top that. And I don't think that Pattinson topped it, but he's definitely second place. I don't know what you can answer this for me. Who had better fights? Was it Michael Keaton in The Flash or Pattinson the Batman, in your humble opinion?
Oh, Pattinson, just because there weren't that many, and it was all CGI in Flash. Every fight scene in The Flash, everything with a cape, any superpower being used, is all CGI. Even like Batman standing on top of a tree and his cape is CGI. How hard would it be just to film somebody with a real cape?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I didn't.
And like they showed like Ben Affleck. I'm not going to give much away, but they show Affleck on the bat cycle coming like towards the screen, coming like going like that. And dude, it looks like it's from a video game. It's not even his face. It's just all CGI, all of it. He had kind of a blue. He had a blue tint to the bat suit, which I did dig.
Yeah, I did see that. I gotta watch it though. I gotta watch it just because they are doing.
Ezra Miller. It's great without Ezra Miller.
Yeah, that's what I mean, like the people, like most comic book fans and stuff. That's what everybody says. My buddies, a few of them, they don't really know anything about Ezra Miller. They like the movie. My normie buddies, and I'm like, yeah,
Yeah,
I don't fucking.
because they don't know anything
But I
about
was
the
like,
Flash either, probably.
nah, they don't. They don't. But they know some shit. One thing, though, they are gonna make a trilogy of those movies though, of the Pattinson, the Matt Reeves ones. So they're gonna do
Oh, I
two
didn't
more.
know. That's great.
So yeah, I think Hush is gonna be the villain in the next one, and yeah, that's pretty. There's some clues in there. But yeah, I liked it. I liked how it was gothic. I like how he was a gargoyle in a tower, over Gotham City. You know what I mean? Rather
Hmm.
than having the Batcave. I love the Batcave more, but you have to do something different when it's like he's like Dracula. He's like such a big IP, dude. You can only do so
Yeah,
much. You know what I mean? You got to keep
I
tweaking
know, I
what you
know.
can. So, but yeah, man. I was looking at your campaign on Fund My Comic. I was wondering, I have a link right here. If you like, I could share it, or if you want, you could share it, or
Sure,
I don't know.
sure. Go ahead, go ahead. Makes it easier.
Oh, okay, cool, for sure, man. Yeah, man. I was really really. I mean, obviously, I love the way the characters that you showed in the first book. But I'm really digging this werewolf that you got in here, man. He looks so
Oh
metal.
yeah, he's fun to write. I'm big.
Yeah, he
I'm
looks.
like a big werewolf simp for like stuff like that.
Yeah,
I got
me too, man.
all kinds of werewolf stuff.
I can never get sick of werewolves. It's cool if I play your trailer.
Yeah, sure, sure.
Dope. I'm gonna play that trailer. Hell yeah, dude! Every time I look at this page, it's just getting bigger and bigger. That number. That's good.
I know. I got a little backer today. This is great.
I told that moron not to take out my shackles. No matter, let's get started. Here we are, Nancy Moon. The last time we left our heroine, she had just joined my esteemed colleagues at level M. And the butcher cannot stop talking. A magician with money issues. A vampire with a checkered past. With her other teammates she's yet to meet. To kill her might be a little bit shocking for her. I do hope she's not allergic. Back it today, won't you? Like right now.
Was that you doing the
Hmm.
voiceover, dude?
No, no. I got a buddy of mine to do that from a Discord group.
Oh, well, that's cool, man. Yeah, that was fucking metal as fuck. The voice was dope. I love your
Yeah,
logo, man. I like the T or the T in the word the. Or it just reminds me of like old school like Hammer horror movies.
yeah. I mean,
Badass.
it's kind of got a classic font look to it. I want to be too
That's
busy.
awesome. It's a beautiful picture right here. This is the main cover right here, huh?
Yeah, I don't know. As
That's cool.
far as sales go, I think that wraparound is like killing them in sales.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
So right here we
I don't.
if you want without spoiling too much, I know obviously there's an issue one, but maybe
Yeah,
you want to give like a quick like maybe rundown of this campaign.
yeah, sure. She well, this campaign like continues the story from issue one, where it's if you haven't read the book, it's a supernatural action mystery that takes place with Nancy Moon. She gets recruited by Level M, which is like a supernatural task force comprised of creatures from myth and legend. That they're kind of like almost like Ghostbusters type deal, like Dresden Files, X Files, all that. Like you got a little mystery. Like the 3 second pitch is like Buffy the Vampire Slayer meets Wildcats with a little bit of X Files sprinkled in. And so
That's
by
dope.
the end of the book, she gets recruited by Level M, and this is her first day on the job when we pick up in issue two. And
Ooh, nice, nice.
things have been going a little nuts lately with all the monster fighting and whatnot. And so what they have to bring back the Wolf of Thorns. He used to be Lucas's spot right there. He used to be their field commander back in the day. He's retired. Well,
Mm,
they bring him back in, and so we meet Chandra too. So she's like a Thessalonian siren from like ancient
that's
Greece.
dope.
So
That's
she's
fucking
like
dope.
obviously she's got those little powers, the flight, the breathing underwater and all that, and pretty strong
That's
too.
cool.
But sexy. So she can use all that. She's got this hypnotic voice that can, well, you know the story. Like men
Right?
will do anything she wants them to do, and so she's used that throughout time to either stay on the run, do what she needs to do to survive. But she got recruited by Level M, so she's their I guess you would say pop culture expert, maybe. She
That's
uh
cool,
she
man.
changes she changes her identity throughout the years. She's so now she's like obsessed with social media and obsessed with watching reality TV. So she still thinks she's 25, but she's not.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool, man. And then you got this is a John Dillard piece right here, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's dope, dude. I love that. And you said he
And a
was like
guy named
was
Victor Medina. Go ahead.
oh okay. I was gonna say that was like an homage to like one of the Hulk covers, right? Back in the day.
Yeah, like 353. Like it's my favorite one, like by far. And it's like a gray
That's
Hulk
sick,
too.
dude.
So that's extra old school.
That's dope, man. That's her. That's the siren.
Yeah. So everybody that backs when we the first 50 physical ones, I don't know how many digital ones so far, but they get that print for free.
Oh, that's cool. That's awesome, man. And so like some of the tiers right here, you have the Chibi add-on
Yep.
right there. It's pretty cool.
Some
Got the
left over.
PDF.
Mhm.
Right here, you also have this is like a black and white edition right here of the first issue, correct?
Yeah, and that's like we're putting a sketch cover on the back, which is like the black logo. So you can get whoever to draw your
Oh, okay.
favorite character on there.
That's pretty smart, man. That's awesome.
Yep.
Love that Dan Dahl cover.
Oh, I know,
And
man. I got the original pencils.
oh, really?
Yeah, fucking sweet.
Are you still and do you still have the Peter Gilmore cover up on here as well?
Yeah, you can still catch them up. You can get both covers for $20.
Oh, okay, cool. Sweet. And I remember last time we talked, it was almost like a year ago. But you said you have like a bunch of books planned out, right? Like about 6 of them, or no, like 12 or something, right?
13, yeah, we're taking it to 13.
That's awesome, dude. That's good to hear. So if you guys, oh, right here, you want some brewskis. Oh,
Yeah, I got some beer koozies on there.
You got this page right here, first appearance of the Inquisitor. Raw horror.
Yeah, so like I mean the inks are
art.
just so beautiful. My inker is awesome.
Yeah, I love that. There's fine lines in there. Yeah. You got some merchandise right there.
Yeah.
Merchandising.
Yeah. Somebody gets it.
Yeah, right. Let's see here. The trading card set number 2 add-on. That's dope. Let's see here.
Yeah, that werewolf. That's like Stefani Renee. So that's gonna be like a metal card.
Oh, Stefani's work's so dope. I remember for one of the books he was putting out, he had this like bestiary that was going to be in there, and that's funny that because I talk about that on some shows. Do you ever plan on doing a bestiary for this for some of your characters, or maybe like the Mystical Bible, or sorry, the Mythicals Bible?
I don't know. What is that? What's a bestiary?
So basically, like a bestiary is a book. It would be like maybe a comic book or whatever, however you want to make it, and there's all the different monsters that are in your universe. And then you'll have like a badass picture of them, and then just like a list of their powers and attributes, and maybe like folklore thing just on one page,
Oh, yeah.
So there's cool. That. Yeah, it's just a bestiary, and maybe you can have some anatomy and things like that. Maybe like a multitude of different little pictures on one page of the one monster.
Nice.
It's pretty dope, dude. I think Pizza Betty might be doing that for his King Cryptid because he's got a gang of monsters too.
Yeah. Keep
like,
meaning to pick those books up, man.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, they're dope. I still got to get his new campaign. I haven't been able to back really that many books this year, but I'm gonna be doing some catch up here pretty soon.
Shit, tell me about it.
Oh, I'll be catching up pretty soon. The first time I mean, bestiaries have been around for a long time, but there was this they remade Castlevania and they did it Lords of Shadow. That was the name of it. And it had Patrick Stewart was in there, Jason Isaacs, and Robert Carlyle was the main one. It was fucking dope, dude. It was like a Guillermo del Toro movie. But you fight like there's different classes of werewolves, there's different classes of vampires, and they have all the bestiaries in there, you know. And if like you're a scrub vampire, you're like kind of like a fiend, and then the older you get more like renowned and more regal, you know.
Right.
And they would have all these different ones, and it would be a digital bestiary in the game, you know what I mean? And they would have like really dope art, and I was like, wow, this is cool. And somebody did, Stefani did that for one of his books, so I would love to do that for one of my things. But yeah, I just thought I'd throw that out there. I love that. Even in black and white, it would be sick. With pencils or you know. Yeah, I love that trading card though he did of the what's the werewolf's name in this book?
Carl.
Carl.
Just Carl. Agent Warner. Carl Warner. So they call it. He's a little backstory on him. He's like they call him the Wolf of Thorns. He came over here for the French and Indian Wars from Germany. Like I mean, old Germany back when it was like Germanic tribes. And so he came over here to help to fight against the Indians at first to help the French.
Oh, crazy.
But he flipped because he just sided with the Native Americans and wanted them out of here. So he's like real big into nature and stuff. So the Native Americans named him the Wolf of Thorns because of his gauntlets and shit.
That's crazy. So he's kind of been rocking them gauntlets from a while back, right? From Germany.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he's probably pretty old, right? Without giving
Very
too
old.
much away, right?
Very old. Yep.
And
him and the
he's
vampire, they
blonde.
got some history.
He's a blonde werewolf too, huh?
Yeah. Got to do
man.
something different, man. They all look alike.
Yeah, like we're talking about that, right? With Batman and Dracula, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've actually
I gave him like the little long goatee
right there.
Yeah.
I love the werewolves and Dracula and Frankenstein. I've actually came up with a bunch of different stuff myself too. You know, like it's. I mean, I haven't showed really any of it before, but it's hard just trying to come up with new ways to do it. You know what I mean? And like I don't know, like in CG, like there's so many werewolf books, and I love them all. I never ever get tired of werewolves. I like, you know, Brian's got a book he's working on too, and yeah, it's just so cool, man. It's just I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is about the werewolves. They're just really cool. But yeah, man, your characters are dope, dude. They look fun to draw. Yeah. Then we got the right here. We have this amazing cover right here. The is a Bedra cover.
Mm-hmm.
Oliver Isabedra. Oh, that's pretty cool. Like looks like Central Park. Is that Central Park?
No, it's like a park in DC. So I guess it takes place in like a
cover.
Yeah.
I love that Diller cover, man. That's the one I'm gonna get. I love this one too, though, man. This shit's dope, dog. That fucking rap.
I know.
He's just killing it, dude. Like, I love the wolf too. He just looks so feral, and he looks a little different too than the other one, a little bit. Like right here,
I let him interpret it a little bit.
You let him do that?
Yeah,
that's cool, man. That's fucking dope. I think that's cool. Like when writers let artists do that, you know, even for like covers or, you know, like right here, that's a pug werewolf right there, you know. I love the pugs, like from the Wolfman. But that's my favorite werewolf movie, actually. The one with Benicio del Toro, the remake. So
I like that one, man. Yeah, my like complaint is like it's too dark, like as in like lighting.
Oh yeah,
some of the stuff like
the filter on the camera.
Yeah, because like all the fight scenes obviously are at night. I'm like,
Yeah, especially that first one where he's like fighting those dudes in the abbey out in the woods.
Yeah.
But that one where he's fighting his pops, that's like the go-getter right there.
I know. Yeah.
And Anthony Hopkins just chews it up. He goes in there, he just steals the movie, just like he steals the movie Mask of Zorro. He's like, "No, I'm Zorro, bitch."
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So you get the digital catch-up right here for 15. Get all caught up. Those are cool. You know, people overseas, you know, they just want to read some dope ass, you know, action horror books. You got that. You got the add-on catch-up right here. Okay, this is what I was talking earlier. That's the Peter Gilmore piece and the cover, and the Dan Dahl cover.
Yeah.
So that would be something that I would want to get to get all caught up. I love that cover. They're both dope. And then you got the triple threat for $35. Get all
Yep.
three covers of issue 2 in one shot. Awesome. Can't go wrong with that. Beautiful works of art. Triple threat. Get all 6 issues of the Mythicals. Okay, you get both covers of issue 1 along with the black and white version, and all 3 covers of issue 2.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, everybody, like options.
Plenty of options. Give them what they want. You get the collector's box. So this is a new collector's box. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a good one, man. That's a good. Get the whole spread right there, the whole team right there.
As soon as Adam Miller is done with that piece, I'll reveal it to everybody. He's just got a lot of cards to do.
Oh yeah. Okay. So all 3 copies of issue number 2, the trading card set of number 2, Eric Nienoltowski pinup colored by you. Oh, you're coloring it, huh? Oh, that's cool, man. I remember you were telling me last time you were an artist. I was like, damn, I gotta see some of your scratch, man.
I'm more of a coloring guy. I like to color better than I do line art. I can ink way better than I can pencil. It takes me forever to pencil.
Yeah, pencils are, man. I hate like coloring or doing like digital painting. But I love pencils and inking. That's my thing. I just don't like coloring. It's just too time consuming for me. But one day I want to learn. I want to just paint. That'd be dope. That's cool, man. I can't wait to see that. And then Samuel acrylic standees coming. And
they're on the way.
Adam,
I already ordered those.
Can't wait to see those. And and then Adam Miller metal print. I can't wait to see what character is going to be revealed with that.
Oh, it's gonna be Nancy. Spoiler alert.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. And then right here you got the ultimate team up for 120 bones.
So that's like the old box that's got like the trading card set, like the glow in the dark bookmark. It's like the whole kit and caboodle, as they say, everything I've ever put out.
That's awesome.
That like a black and white grayscale version of the Inquisitor, like the Peter Gilmore cover with no logo.
Oh, just straight like virgin color.
Like no colors, no nothing. It's just all black and white.
That's awesome. Some of that's like digital color, huh? Or like, is that what you're talking about?
I'm sure it is. Yeah, he did it way too fast to be.
Because I know he does both. I think he does. Sometimes he'll do like grayscale, maybe.
Yeah. I see him do a lot on paper. Like he's not just digital.
Oh yeah. He's like, for me, like, because I do like I've done like art auctions with him, dude, and he's a beast. But I know that sometimes he says he'll like things in he'll do things in digital too, just to kind of like he'll scan it in and add little elements and shit. It's fucking immersive. Then right here we got the 200 original pencils of Andre.
I don't even try to say it anymore. Nascimento. He's Brazilian.
Samuel Speaks. The South Americans, man, they just next level with their art.
I know.
So good.
I don't understand it.
All right, we got the original. That's a nice piece right
there.
Yeah,
that's gonna be I saw the some of the inks for that today. Oh my god.
It's crazy, huh?
Yeah.
Draw me into here. That'd be fun. To become a medical assistant, and assist our heroes in an exorcism. Oh, that's cool, man.
Yeah.
You hear that? Get in there. Be in the book. Be a part of history. These books are going to be part of history. They are. And I know this one will. So you get in here. Back this. Come in and get this book. We only got a few more days left, folks. So come in and back the Mythicals number 2. Oh yeah, man. When you were coming up with the Carl character, what were you doing? Like research on some of like the German folklore, like from werewolves and stuff over there?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I got a little bit of a backstory. I can't reveal too much. Like probably he's like not the only werewolf in the world, so I had to figure out like an origin story. So like I was telling a few friends I'm gonna do like you know how the old He-Man boys had like this little book that came with the character. It was like a little mini origin story or whatever. It's probably like 8 pages or something like that. something
Oh
like
yeah,
that to
yeah.
do like a backstory with everybody. That
Let's
way I don't
go.
have to write all this exposition.
Yeah, yeah. It could be like a little Bible, you know. That's another thing you could
Yeah,
do as an
yeah,
add-on. That'd be
yeah. There
pretty
you
sick,
go.
dude.
Yeah.
They had that for Spawn. Did you ever hear of the Spawn Bible?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I had that one. That was pretty cool. Um, yeah, man. Like you ever heard about the Beast of Gévaudan?
No, I don't.
That's a pretty cool like thing that I'm gonna. Well, I mean, I got werewolves in my next Butch Cleaver book, but I'm not gonna. That's not gonna come out for 5 years. But that whole incident was a big influence on me. It's just kind of like there was this big thing in the 1700s in this town called Gévaudan or a region in France where these people were getting
Mm.
murdered, and they believed it was a werewolf. They killed like 120 people. They even had King Louis come in, and he hired like I think like 20 bounty hunters, and they couldn't figure out what it was. You know, it wasn't a dog because of certain ways that the victims were killed, where the bite marks were and whatnot. But their main conclusion theoretically was that there was this you know, like kind of like a wouldn't be a zookeeper, but he had a menagerie of different animals and he was breeding them, and he had this kind of like hybrid of like different wolf and dog type
Wow.
half breeds, and they were attacking. So it's pretty like that a big like that's what really helped popularize the werewolf myth. Um,
Mm.
they drop references to it a lot too, even in like that movie The Wolfman. There's a scene in there with Max von Sydow from The Exorcist. He has this cane and
Mm.
he's like, "Oh, I got this from Gévaudan," you know. And um, there's this movie too called Brotherhood of the Wolf that came out in the '90s. That's pretty cool. It's a crazy like I recommend it. It's pretty dope. Like for
Oh, I
one
think I've
watch.
seen. I think I've seen it.
Yeah, it's kind of far out. It's long, but it's cool.
Yeah.
And they have a big beast at the end. It was I think Jim Henson's last like big monster that they made. You know, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Other than like the beers that you brew, is there any other beers like right now that you really like that you could recommend?
I mean, this is. I mean, it's a commercial beer. It's like Goose Island. It's a good everyday drinking beer.
Oh,
Um,
nice.
but there's a couple breweries nearby that brew some pretty killer stuff. They had a oh, that's what it was. It was an Italian Pilsner, and it was.
Oh, no shit.
I guess they're trying to like make it like Peroni or something like that, but it was
Yeah,
so good. Like I had three, and like I wanted. I was like, can I get a growler? They're like, oh, we don't do growlers at this one. I'm like,
it's poured in a growler. Come on, pour it in a boot. Yeah, man.
oh man, it
That
was so delicious.
yeah, Peroni's pretty bomb. Um, I don't know. Like there's this one beer that's pretty tasty. It's just called banana beer. Have you ever heard of that one before? Or
Uh-uh.
it's banana bread or banana. I think it's banana beer. I think it's from England, man, and it's just got a banana on it, and they have it in a can, and it's just oh my god, it's so good. And I guess it's the local water that they use to brew it in. But they sell it at like Total Wine and a lot of places. But yeah, man, it almost tastes better out of the can for some reason, but it just straight up tastes
Hmm.
like bananas. I like that beer a lot, and it's really like fresh. Um, yeah, man. Yeah. I was also wondering too, man. Was there any other other than the Mythicals? Is there any other things that you got cooking
Well, I did
on the side
on
as
Fun
well?
My Comic. I did a 6-page Son of Tarzan story for an anthology. It's called Out of Obscurity.
Oh, nice,
So
nice. Yeah, I've heard of that.
yeah, that funded, so that should be going out soon. I think it might still be live. Um, I did you guys the Broken Compass guys like Unconditional Shove and
Yeah,
like I
Odin.
did yeah I got a story in Unconditional Shove Part 2. So
Oh,
it's like
nice.
a because like the Mythicals this is like a I would say like PG-13 pushing it eventually right up to R.
Yeah.
But what I wrote for them I James Rock, like I talked to him, I was like so what are like my guide rails, how far can I take it? He was like, buddy, there are no fucking guardrails.
Right.
Write what you want. I was like, all right, because I already had this idea in my head. Like, I'm a big Twilight Zone fan, and Shove reminds me of like Creep Show, and they're almost like horror versions of a Twilight Zone episode.
Yeah, yeah.
So I was like, huh, all right. And I had this idea, and I was like, oh, well, I can't tell you anything about it. It'll
That's
fucking kill
exciting,
me
man.
probably.
I
But
got
it,
I got that book too. I haven't read it yet, but I
yeah,
got it. Yeah.
yeah, that was that was a fun story to write. Like I almost like method acted to get myself in the mindset for that. It was nuts. And
For the dialogue and the characters, or
yeah, yeah, for the whole story and everything. And like I told him I was like, man, because he told me like X amount of pages. I was like, I just need 2 more pages. He was like, yeah, yeah, because you're gonna need it. Because the first one he was like, yeah, this ain't gonna work. And then I gave him the second one. He was just like, you got it. So
oh, nice.
because they got like Killed 'Em Dead going on now. I'm gonna back that soon.
Yeah, it looks dope, dude.
But
Yeah, I want to get that too. I want to
because
start
I
seeing.
saw all the behind. I'm in like a little group with them. I saw the whole behind the scenes to that. Like I heard the music before it even came close to what it is now. He pitched me the idea. I was like, James, that's nuts. How are you gonna pull this off? Like Skunk Artworks.
Yeah, yeah. That dude's
Man, that
awesome.
dude's insanely talented.
Yeah, he is.
And other than that,
Yeah,
I
that's
have like a
awesome, man.
little kind of like a barbarian dark fantasy story that it was a short story and it's pretty good. Like I built a whole world, so that's how you can make a graphic novel out of a short story. Like those are the best things to adapt into a graphic novel, like a short story,
Oh yeah,
because you
right. And
already
they're hard
have
to
the
do.
whole arc. Really, you just have to like expand a few parts, like in say 3 lines. I described something in that story. I can turn that into like a page and a half. Like a reveal of what you know when he gets into the valley and what he sees. You know what I'm saying? So
So you
yeah,
have
I get
a graphic novel of a barbarian lined up, but you're gonna do it as a short story first, like little parts
no,
of
it
it.
is a short story. I read it like a couple years ago, and so I'm gonna
Oh,
adapt that
okay.
into a
So
graphic novel. Like I'm working on it.
oh so you're gonna
Yeah,
expand on it then.
yeah.
That's
So
cool, man. That's cool.
yeah, and it'd be I could even
That's
include
awesome.
that with the book too, so you could see how it evolved.
That's dope. Yeah, I love barbarians, man. Like I can never
Yeah,
get enough of them. Are you into Solomon
yeah,
Kane by any chance?
yeah. I like Solomon Kane, man. Like Matt
That's
Fowler,
what I'm
the
reading
out
right
of
now. I'm reading.
oh nice that out of obscurity. Matt Fowler did he couldn't call it
Yeah,
Solomon Kane, but he
it's called
did
the
a
Puritan,
story
right?
in that it's called the Puritan. So, but
Yeah,
it's Solomon.
yeah, Solomon Kane. Me and Brian
Yeah.
Kreisgau are working on a comic too. Um, I mean, Solomon Kane's his favorite character, but
Mm.
I
Oh
come
yeah,
up
I've
with
heard
this
him talk
character
about
called
him a couple times.
Yeah, I came up with this character called the Puritanian about 10 years ago, and he was going to be kind of like a villain for Butch Cleaver, one of my characters, and Butch, he's like this slasher villain, but kind of
Yeah,
trying to turn good, and you're trying to find a balance with that. And so I need this witch hunter, like general type, you know what I mean? From a Puritan, but not
right.
really Solomon Kane too much, but that would be cool. But that just comes down from New England and comes down to the Southwest. And I was, just we're kicking the idea around, and we're kind of doing like a whole like earlier version of the character. And he wears all white though, and he loves getting the blood splattered all over his white and
Yeah,
gold
yeah,
clothes.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
And he's rotund, and he's not like Solomon. He has a lot more
yeah.
fun.
Right.
But yeah, man, I love that stuff. And Captain Kronos. Have you ever seen Captain Kronos before?
I don't think
That
so.
movie's yeah, it's a Hammer movie, dude. Check it out, dude. Captain Kronos Vampire Hunter. I
Okay.
think just give it a shot if you can. I love that shit. It's so cool. He's a lot like Solomon Kane. Did you see the Solomon Kane movie?
Yeah.
What did you think of it?
I mean, it had its ups, but overall, I mean, like I would watch it again.
Yeah, yeah, totally. Like for me, it was kind of like the CGI was kind of, but for the budget, it was pretty sick, dude. And then
Yeah.
he doesn't really have an origin in the books, so they put that in the
No.
movie because that was during the whole like Batman Begins era, where they had to origin everything up. You know.
Yeah. So done with origin story movies, by the way.
I'm done. Well, I'm done with origins like altogether. Like I'm trying to like not even for me personally. Like I don't want to do that right off the bat. I kind of want to hide that as long as I can. You know what I mean?
That's best. I like stuff like that.
Right?
Because even Spawn, when it
the reader,
started, he didn't even know it was him.
Yeah, and then like it keeps the reader engaged more and intrigued, and they're gonna keep coming back. You know, like Wolverine, they didn't review that fucker for like 30 years, right?
I know. I wish they hadn't.
Yeah, and then I'm also thinking about the villains too. Like a lot of the villains are just kind of there's like a blurred line between villains and heroes. You know, and like I mean, I'm a lot of my heroes are like that for myself, but it's like I feel that like if I'm writing a real hero now, I gotta have that strong villain where there's no redeemable quality. Like he's just a straight up villain. You gotta hate him, you know. And I think that's really gonna help define heroes, you know.
Check.
So you got that on point. Damn, I can't wait to read that, man. Yeah, I gotta swoop that up from you, man. Yeah, you hear any new bands lately?
Man, I just feel like there's not that much good music nowadays. I've been back in a like an old school like pseudo like Grateful Dead stuff like Government Mule. It's like one of my favorite bands. But
Government Mule, cool.
Yeah, I listen to
that's dope.
Black Sabbath radio a lot on Pandora, so I've been listening to a lot of Motorhead lately. It comes on that a lot, so you got
Motorhead's dope.
You gotta love
dude.
Motorhead.
Got to, man. Like, and that fool, like, he created the double bass, dude. I think for me, like, they're the first heavy metal band, like that's actually heavy sounding, you know. Just his voice alone, dude, just brings so much like balls, dude. And fucking Lemmy's voice, he just sounds badass, you know.
Yeah,
you know,
like the Dio Black Sabbath.
Oh yeah, Dio's epic, dude. I do a show. Do you know Preston Acevedo?
He said he contacted me one day a couple of weeks ago before my campaign started. Said he was gonna start streaming or something. Was gonna have me on while he draws a character or something, but I haven't heard back. He's a busy dude, man.
Yeah, he's pretty busy. Sometimes on Mondays we do like a show where we'll like go over heavy metal album art, you know. We'll just talk about it. We'll pick a band, you know. I think next week we're gonna do we just did Black Sabbath, but I think we're gonna do probably maybe Cannibal Corpse or something next week. But that's
Cannibal Corpse. They had some good covers, man.
They did, man. It was funny that when they appeared in Ace Ventura, Pet Detective.
Yes.
I was watching a little documentary on fucking. Are you on fuck, dude, I'm sorry. Are you on TikTok yet?
No.
I just started getting on TikTok. I mean, you probably have reasons why you wouldn't want to, but I don't give a fuck. I got on there, so I tried to bust, like, you know what I mean? It's weird. You get a lot of views on there though, you know, but it's just like a totally different view. Yeah. So I'm on there, but sometimes they'll have random stuff like, "Ooh, this is cool," like a little mini documentary about Ace Ventura and Cannibal Corpse, you know, like that populated on there.
Right.
And I don't know. It's just something else to like kind of put your stuff out there. You know, maybe there's like some cats on there that want to read the Mythicals. You know what I mean? Maybe some younger cats. You know, you never know. You know what I mean? So I started doing that, and I saw that on there. I thought it was pretty cool. But yeah, we were thinking about doing Corpse. That dude actually did art for a comic book called Dead World back in the day. That's another book I wanted to pick up.
Why does that sound so?
I forgot his name. Well, that a lot of that stuff was taken from a lot of it was kind of cherry picked and put in The Walking Dead, dude. Like that dude kind of took a lot of the ideas from that book.
Really?
Mm-hmm. But this book was a lot more fucking metal, dude. Like they have this guy called the I think his name's called like the Zombie King. He's this biker like zombie dude, and he just like controls all these zombies, and they actually breed humans for their brains. Like they have human forms and stuff, you know. Yeah, and they have like these big like teleportation things that bring in demons from hell, so it's kind of like Evil Dead. So I'm just like, fuck, that's my jam, dude. You know, like that's the type of shit that I like. You know, I'd rather see more of that than less alien stuff. You know,
yeah, that sounds so familiar.
Dead World, yeah.
Like as soon as you said Dead World, I'm like, I feel like I've read that or like was somebody told me about it.
Like I've had different iterations of it, but like I didn't like because I seen it before. I'm like, this is pretty cool, and there was different like versions of it, different remakes of it throughout the years of comics. But then I saw the old ones with just the black and white inks. I'm like, dude, this is dope. Like for me, I'm really getting into the black and white stuff now. And that artist dude from corpse. He drew the first first few issues. So there's just a
Right,
bunch of
yeah.
like you were saying, you're getting into like some of the older music. Same thing with me, man. Like I'm not really digging too much of the newer music. Like a lot of the metal that's coming out now, I'm real picky and choosy on it. Like a lot of it,
Yeah.
it's just like a breakdown, and it's like, fuck, dude, where's the where's the melodies and the, I don't know. It's just kind of.
I know.
I mean, the vocalists come up with some cool like sound effects and shit with their voice and stuff, but it gets kind of boring after a while. I gotta have a good chorus, and I gotta have good melodies. I gotta have like a lot of stuff. I'm kind of nitpicky with my metal, but I'm just like, damn, I gotta start digging in the past. And same thing with movies too. I'm going back for horror, like on Tubi. I'm watching the Swamp Thing show. I don't know if you've seen that. Oh, dude, man, that
Which
shit's awesome, bro.
the one that they canceled?
Yeah, did you see that one?
No, I think I watched I watched the pilot.
Dude, it gets better. The pilot's kind of slow, dude, but by like the third episode, it starts picking up, dude. It gets pretty gory and
it's a shame. It's a
horror.
shame they canceled it.
The budget was too high, I guess.
Yeah, I think that was the reason. I liked CBS. They did a Constantine show.
Did you like it?
Yeah, I loved it. I was
I liked
super
it too.
pissed
Me and
that
the
they
wife
canceled
loved
it.
Me too. I
Yeah.
thought it was better than the movie. You know what I mean? And it was cool because it was like, it's like slow, and it was Constantine. It's fucking.
Yeah,
don't get me wrong.
that
I love me
was
some
like
Keanu
he was
Reeves.
born to play John Constantine, man.
Yeah, and they made a cartoon later on with him, like hoping, hey, this guy Matt something.
Yeah,
can
they
come
brought
back
him
and
over
do it,
to Arrow, like the CW Arrow.
They brought
shit.
him over to Arrow. Yeah, back when
Yeah.
the Arrow was kind of cool. But that
And
Constantine
Legends of
show.
Tomorrow.
That was
Oh god, that was a shit show.
the shit show Legends. That first season of The Flash, I thought was some good popcorn, and I did like that first season of Arrow. That shit was pretty dope. He was going around murking fools, like.
Oh, I like the
like
second
Frank
season,
Castle.
like when they had the Deathstroke season. That was
Yeah, I
the
forgot
last
about
good
that.
one for me. Yeah.
He was pretty hard, dude. That fool Manu Bennett, that dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like the first Deathstroke, huh? Like on screen, kind of. Oh no, maybe not. First badass one though.
Smallville did it. It was lame.
Yeah, it was small time, huh?
Yeah, it was like
Fucking,
Colonel Ty from fucking Battlestar Galactica. He was all old.
Yeah, I remember the picture of that fool. Fucking was it S.A. Morales, dude, from La Bamba's brother? He plays him in the Teen Titans show. I've seen a fight scene with him and fucking Nightwing. That shit went hard, dude. I was like, damn, this fool was pretty dope. Like he had pretty good line delivery. He had the voice down. I was like, okay, all right, I'm gonna have to watch this. I like Deathstroke. I think he's a pretty dope character.
Yeah.
I actually like him more than Deadpool, to be honest with you. I just always thought he was cool. He's like in my top DC because I think Marvel's got
Deadpool is a ripoff.
Yeah, Slade.
Deadpool. Wade Wilson. He named Slade Wilson. Yeah.
Yeah, 100% ripoff.
Way to be original, Rob.
Yeah, right.
It was actually, to be honest, Deadpool, if you look at it, if you extrapolate that, look at what he did, because he's like, oh, I'm shitting on you. Yeah. Deadpool is really a CG character. That's something to see. That's something like Cecil and them would. That's something that fucking a CG guy would do.
Yeah,
it's like, you know 100%. What, man? Watch this shit.
He's like the OG CG character.
Yeah, yeah, for real.
He is. So I mean, that fool was kind of doing that in some ways. I mean, if he was doing it for what's the word? Like parody, Is that the word?
Yeah.
There's another word that you use when you're putting in the bottom of your comic. If this character is it's for something purposes. I even typed it up but I forgot what it was. I forget shit. But I forgot the word. It's parody basically. But like Blood Wolf was Lobo. You know what I mean?
Right.
Dude, I heard Momoa's playing Lobo. Did you hear about that shit? There's some like rumblings about that coming on.
I thought it was just like a fan rumor. I don't know. Who knows what's real anymore? I heard Warner Brothers is being bought by Universal.
Oh yeah, I heard that too. What do you think about that?
Maybe they'll finally get some people in charge that know what the hell they're doing and stop. I don't know, man. I think the Zack Snyder thing like ran its course quickly.
Yeah.
And I don't know, like I hear James Gunn is like just kind of reneging on a lot of the stuff he said he was going to do or not do. And I don't know what the story. I didn't actually click on it, but apparently he's
I haven't done
people off.
Yeah, I haven't done a deep dive on it yet either. I heard there's some pretty concrete like Lobo news though, like it's gonna happen. Like it was basically what I thought. Like he's gonna do one more Aquaman. They're gonna cash that shit out. They'll probably make like 500 million if they're lucky. Because they made $1 billion on the first movie. It was the highest grossing Warner Brothers movie of all time.
It was a decent movie, man.
I like the movie. I like it. I'd buy it. I mean, it's got a bunch of cool fight scenes in it. It's got a fucking underwater kaiju. It's got a bunch of sea monsters in it. The fights are pretty dope. I could watch it with my kids. Or, you know what I mean? Like, I like it. I'm sorry, it is what it is.
Yeah, and I think
like Preston was saying, like Lobo in the first scene, the biker. And
yeah,
shit.
yeah. But it was the Peter David Aquaman. People are like, that's not Aquaman. That's not Aquaman. He's got to have his like. No, dude. That is kind of like the Peter David version, like after the hand. And I noticed, like in this new trailer, I think that maybe they go for the hand or something to kill his child or something. Which they killed his child. Black Manta killed his child in the Peter David version, and then cut his hand off and all that shit.
All that shit. So, I know it's gonna be a brother buddy like quest movie. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Him and his brother, like they become buddies
Thor
again.
2.
Yeah, Thor 2. Yeah.
It's Thor Part 2 when him and Loki are like teaming up.
Yeah. I think that then they're probably just gonna put a nail in it, dude. And did you see Malignant?
Yes.
What'd you think
That was my wife
that?
made me watch the rest of it by myself. She didn't want none of that. My wife's easily terrified.
What'd you think of that movie?
It was good. It had some good scenes.
Fuck it, I'll spoil it. I mean, like, dude, there was a lot of Batman shit in there, bro. Like, even the whole like, we're coming full circle back to the beginning of the show, but dude, there was like Loki Arkham Asylum in the beginning. Then like, did you play the Arkham games at all?
Oh fuck yeah!
So okay, you remember Arkham City? How they had Old Town Gotham? And
yeah.
They had Old Town Gotham and whatchamacallit, they had the Old Town like Gotham in that movie too, like under the city. So I was like, oh shit.
Oh and yeah, like the Bowery District and all that stuff.
Yeah, and it was like under the city, and I was just like, dude. And he always talks about like, dude, they need to let me do a Batman movie. I want to do a Batman movie, but he doesn't like kind of preach it too hard, but he wants to do one. James Wan, you know, and I think he would do a cool Batman, you know, if they gave him a chance. You know, like he did Aquaman. That movie made a lot of money, and he takes his money like from Conjuring and Nun and whatnot, and he'll go off and make Malignant, like, you know, and he's just kind of like,
right.
I don't know. The Collector and the Collection were fucking dope too, dude. Those were, I don't know if you've seen those, but
no, I haven't seen those.
Those are badass. Like they were supposed to be the origin of Saw, like the Jigsaw character, you know. But this fool, the Collector, he kind of like makes all these traps, and he's a little more. He doesn't make these big fucking traps, you know. It's more like booby traps, like the Kid from Home Alone and shit. But I don't know. That it's pretty cool, you know. But I just don't know, man. Like I don't know where like the whole future of comic book movies is going now. You know, I'm not really like excited about anything. You know, I'm just like kind of bored, to be honest.
None of it. I'm just like,
yeah.
I mean, I saw that thing that Zack Snyder is doing for Netflix. What is it?
Oh yeah,
Rebel Moon or something.
Rebel Moon.
The trailer looked cool, but it looked like the trailer for 3 different movies, and apparently it is a trailer for 3 different movies. So,
oh shit.
Yeah, I recorded Avatar, like the new Avatar, but I mean, I do have like a sci-fi, like it's not my preferable, you know, my preference, but you know, I like some sci-fi. I like Farscape. Farscape is awesome.
I like some sci-fi
Babylon
too.
5 and Stargate.
I like some sci-fi when it's kind of like I like that movie District 9, like the Neil Blomkamp movies. I thought that was really cool. I really liked Elysium with Matt Damon. I like that movie a lot. A lot of people are just like, it's Matt Damon, but I like the movie. I know it was made for Slim Shady and he turned it down and Matt Damon got it, but I still like the movie. I only saw it once, but I thought it was cool. But I like that like dirty like sci-fi. It's kind of like post-apocalyptic kind of sci-fi. I know we see it a lot. It's like the thing that people do in comics now, but they don't really pull it off in movies that great all the time. But I think that director does a good job when he does do it, you know. So,
Like Dune, I was excited for that. I'm very excited for the second Dune.
so I didn't watch all the first Dune. I started watching it, and I thought it was kind of cool. It's pretty dope though. Like the first Dune remake. You recommend that?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
He can make a movie because he did Blade Runner. Like, say what you want about the movie, it was a beautiful movie.
Yeah, the dude could shoot. Like he's got a good eye for sure, dude.
Oh shit.
There was yeah. I mean I do like sci-fi and like when it's done cool. I like it. I like sci-fi action too. Like when the action's fucking badass, dude. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
just I don't know. Like sometimes. Whoa, dude. What did you think of the Total Recall reboot with Colin Farrell,
I
directed
didn't
by
like it. They took the Mars stuff out of it. They
like
made
for
him
me,
into
100%. I agree with you. Like I think Total Recall is one of the best sci-fi. I love that movie, but I did like the remake a little bit. Like if you look at it, like this isn't
there
Total
were
Recall.
elements
Call
I
it like
liked. I do like. I feel like
yeah,
Colin Farrell gets a bad rap. He's a good
he
actor.
does. He does. Yeah, yeah,
He's got a lot of range, man.
yeah. Like if you called that movie like Recall, like Total or something, or just like call it
Yeah,
something,
yeah,
rebrand it as
yeah.
something else, I think people would like that movie because they had a lot of really cool concepts. Like that was totally alien to the Total Recall. You know, like that was the first movie I remember as a kid. I was watching it with my uncle. We watched it. I was like, whoa! I was totally blown away by that fucking movie. He's like,
Oh,
the
I
movie I
have
tell
it,
you,
and I'll tell
like,
you
let's
how
watch
much I
it
love
again.
that movie.
We put it like we both looked at each other like he's like put it. He's like hit rewind. Like
Yeah,
we watched it like right after that. You know, like back to back. You know,
yeah. Like I have it on DVD and I have it on my DVR.
yeah, it's so good, dude. I love Paul Verhoeven, dude. Like
Yeah.
RoboCop's my favorite movie. RoboCop, Conan, and Dracula. Those are my three favorite. Like tied, right? That was one thing I
Oh,
wanted to.
the Francis Ford Coppola one.
Yeah, 100%.
Yes, that's
Gary's,
that's a beautiful movie too.
yeah, Oldman's my favorite actor just from that. I saw it when I was 4 years old in the movie theater. I shouldn't have seen that, but I mean,
Probably
these
shouldn't have.
things just connected though. Like I got really into Hellboy, and I found out he did a comic book adaptation. Then I found out Mignola, you know, and I found out
Yeah, yeah,
Mignola did
yeah.
the storyboards for the movie. And I finally like I waited forever to get the black and white adaptation of it hardback, you know, like in hard book form, and they got it in oversized. It's fucking dope, dude. And they don't have it's way better like without the color, you know. But I wanted to tell you that uh about the RoboDoc. Have you heard about that?
Uh-uh.
It's just like basically like it's a documentary on RoboCop, but it's called RoboDoc, and it's on
Oh,
yeah, dude, it's made by Bloody Disgusting, this horror movie website. I don't know how they
yeah,
fund
I
it.
know who they are. Yeah.
Yeah, they made it, and there's one season, and the first season's 4 episodes. It's 4 hours long, and they just do deep dive on all of RoboCop. They got like 90% of the whole cast there, the writers, the directors, everything's fucking dope, dude. And I got it, and I got through like 3 episodes, but I kind of like didn't finish it. I really wanted to, but it was sick. And I guess they're gonna do RoboCop 2 is season 2. They're gonna do 4 hours of RoboCop season 2
Oh
deep dive.
wow.
Season 3 is RoboCop 3 deep dive, and season 4 I think is like the TV show. And I didn't even know there was a TV show. Like I just now I think it's on Tubi. So I'm just like fuck, I'll go watch it. I guess but I do like RoboCop, but it's just that first movie, dude. It's just like you know it's just so good, you know. And they're talking about how Judge Dredd was such a big influence. And when you watch RoboDoc, it's like Judge
Oh.
Dredd was a massive influence on there. And
Oh, I could see it. I could see it. I have some
yeah,
RoboCop
and like
comics.
oh yeah, like I love the one with I would love to see a RoboCop versus Terminator movie. Like I think that
Oh,
would be
that'd be
really
cool.
cool. Like it would just be cool. Like what the fuck is this? Like, oh, it's cool. I'll watch it. Yeah, I think most people would just, you know, it's just like you first put it out there, and there'd be a big audience. Like here's Alien versus Predator. Here's Freddy versus
Yeah.
Jason. Like people are gonna go
Yeah.
and watch it just because it's kind of fun. You know, like dude, I'm gonna go
Godzilla
watch that shit.
versus
I'm gonna
Kong.
pop dude. You know, and I like all those movies. I'm sorry, but you know, like
Yeah,
I'll
I'm
go
cool
watch
with
them,
it.
dude. Like I'll
Yeah.
go eat some popcorn and watch them. But
Yeah, I saw
yeah,
Freddy
man.
versus Jason in the theater.
Yeah, me
But
too,
like
man. I still
RoboCop,
think
it's
that
funny you mentioned that. Like my grandmother, she like as a part-time job, she ran an arcade.
dope.
So like on the weekends I would stay with her. Guess what I got to do? But she
Right.
had the key she had the key to open up all the machines to get the quarters, so like she would give me like a handful of quarters and I'd be like, okay. And I'd go, Grandma, I need some more. She'd open up a machine, scoop them in there, and I'd be like, oh, just but they had a RoboCop game. like the arcade game, and
Sick.
dude, the untold amount of money I probably poured into that machine alone is just it's embarrassing. Probably, like I never did beat it, but like I could get close. Man, I was fucking good at that game.
Yeah, I fucking love RoboCop, dude.
And Afterburner, like it was like the chair, like it would move like this and shit. You're in like his cockpit. It was crazy for like a 10-year-old to be able to do that. Only in America.
Were you? I probably asked you this on the last stream, but it's been so many months. But do you read Hellboy? Like, was that?
No, I don't think I've seen the movie, but I've never read it.
You never read it, so like that's
No.
so that wasn't even an influence at all on your book, huh?
No.
It's fucking dope as fuck. You got to read Hellboy. It's so
Yeah.
fucking good. The artist.
I like Mike Mignola. I have I think it's Batman versus the Max. I think.
Oh, okay.
He drew that. It's like a little 5-part miniseries. I don't know. It's like Batman. Not Batman versus Spawn. I had that. I can't remember. It's like a 5-part miniseries. But can you still hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because my earbud's about to die, so we probably gotta wrap it up soon, I guess. But
sure, man. Check
yeah.
out Hellboy though, dude. I guarantee you, like I'm like 90% sure you'll love Hellboy. And what's cool about it is, it has a beginning, it has a middle, and it's got a fucking end. It's got a lot of books, but you could get them all, and they're good, dude. I guarantee you'll.
Yeah.
And I fucking love Hellboy. Like the writing is just dope, dude. You know, like, yeah. So, but yeah, man, thanks for coming by. Where can people find you at, dude?
I mean, just hit me up on Twitter. I mean, it's Hojo. There ain't two of me.
Right.
Yeah, I'm on Facebook, all that stuff. South River Studios, Instagram. Not that hard. It's out
Hell
there.
yeah, man. And for everybody watching right now, next week I'm going to be doing a Butch Cleaver closeout on the Open the Gates. So if you guys want to come and check it out, I'm going to have probably have a couple guests on. We're going to be on Kicking It.
Right
If you want to come on too, you're invited to, brother.
Okay.
So yeah, just going to be closing out the campaign. It's been a few years now, so we're going to close that down. And yeah, thanks everybody for watching. Hojo, thanks for coming on. You're always welcome on here,
Yeah,
man. Can't wait to pick up the Mythicals. Looks fucking dope, right up my alley. And for everyone that's watching, man, thank you for coming by and showing the support. And always remember to be bold, be brave, and roll the bones, know your role. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.